Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of What the Finance. In this topic, we cover all the financial terms, the financial jargon, and we help you to better understand some of these terms so you can look to make better investment decisions. So stick around guys, see what I've got in store for this episode. Today we're talking about PE ratio. Now PE ratio stands for price to earnings ratio. Price to earnings ratio, or PE ratio, values a company based on its current share price versus its price to earnings. The price to earnings ratio is sometimes referred to as a price to earnings multiple or a price to share earnings multiple. PE ratios are used by investors and analysts to determine the value of a company's shares in apples to apples comparison. It can also be used to compare a company against its own historical record or to compare aggregate markets against one or another over time. Price to earnings ratio relates a company's share price to its earning per share. A high PE ratio could mean the company's share price is overvalued, or that it could mean investors are expecting a high growth return over time for this stock. Companies that have no earnings or that are losing money do not have a PE ratio because there's nothing to put in the denominator. There's two kinds of PE ratios, forward and trailing, that are used in practice. In addition to showing whether the company might be overvalued or potentially overhyped, you can use the PE ratio of a company to compare to the PE ratio of an index. This is why a PE ratio is sometimes referred to as a price multiple, because it shows investors how much they're willing to pay per dollar of earnings. There is a saying that if the price to earnings ratio is more than 10 and above, that means it's going to take you 10 years to get back the investment that you make in that company. So if a PE ratio of a company is extremely high, it's going to take you that many times of years to get your return back that you invest in the first place. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about PE ratio, and hopefully you can make that work for you inside of your investment portfolio, or to help you make better financial decisions based on companies that you value. Feel free to check out the channel, guys. There's a video up here, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out all of the stuff I have here for finance jargon with What the Finance, and also beginner investment ideas for all of you beginner investors out there to help get you started in the market. Thanks for checking it out, guys.